Well, hello and happy weekend, everyone. So glad you dropped by. I hope your weekend is going awesome and puppies for all. Awesome. Let's get going. Um, yeah, it's a big time Saturday. I don't know what all you've got going on, but in my world, that is a day out in Boulder, Colorado, watching the Colorado Buffaloes play a football game. Pretty awesome. Um, why are we? That was very odd. I don't know how that all happened. So yeah, and this is actually being recorded on Friday, and I hope your weekend is gonna be good. Mine's gonna be busy, and my Friday will have been busy. I got a lot of stuff going on both days. Can't wait to enjoy all this uh, variety of activities. I think everything we have here can go downstairs except for the gold. Now, did we have more gold? Everything else is warped. Nether crystal, quartz. Man, I am struggling, guys. I just had a nice little break. Thought I was ready to go after the last episode, but clearly still have some more waking up to do. It's alright, we'll get it. Now we've got a few little warped planty type deals down here. Also, we have a few more stems. We might as well grab them. Take them with, I think this. Shooting lights for days. Let's get this nether rack out of the way. We don't need to carry it around all day. There you are. Hi. And another one. Let's just go get them all. Huh? Clean things up here a bit. So, we have two possible activities for today, and I already know kind of which one I'm going to lean to, and I think it will pretty well fill our time. But the other one is coming, and it is handy in that it's a little bit of a throwaway. We have two picks that are pretty well worn out from our nether brick gathering that we could repair. So we could go spend this episode, which is going to be just a single, at the creeper farm, gather up a bunch of supply, a bunch of gunpowder supply, and have that ready to go against the eventual need for TNT. And did I not just come down here to specific? Oh, the slimes are there. That's right. See, I told you guys. I don't know what it is. Something about the last. I mean, it was almost a half hour actually, but something during that time seems to have just completely turned off my brain. And I promise it wasn't like I'm not being all trendy YouTuber. It wasn't like I went and did this. No, I'm ready to get going on my day really, but we'll try to muddle through this. So anyway, we are gonna need to repair, but spoiler alert, we're not doing that today. We've got a lot of possibility, but I think what I want to do is get back out to the build site. That's the kind of the best thing of the day, the tier. So we got all these, and we have an entire shulker full of goodness. We've got a full box of warped as well. So, no, I already played with you guys. You're gone. Bye. So yeah, I think look for at maybe at some point on Sunday that we'll do kind of a break and repair, because I think this could feel a little grindy and tedious. But what I'd like to figure out before we even get out there is how. Sorry, I'm messing. My ear itched. I had to lift off the headset. I was like angling the mic back at myself while I was scratching my ear. All these are the true gritty behind the scenes YouTube details you need to know. So we need to get out there. We don't have our traveling bed. Is that with the tools, or is that with the... There it is. Let's get that ready to go. We also aren't gonna need that. I don't, unless we have to fix stuff. You know what we probably don't need is the shovel. What we should just go ahead and grab though is a little more scaffold. I don't know if we'll actually use it or not, but it's better to have it and not need it. So let's sleep, because I think it's nighttime, and we haven't in a while, and we don't need another repeat of the phantoms. Did we get arrows, by the way? Yeah, we must have. We shot piglins while we were out there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, babbling. Let's get headed back out there. We can talk on the way. So while we're... Oh, actually, shoot, dude. We got enough supplies. Let's just go. So the first thing we're going to do is map out our river, and I think, let's see, we got to go this way. Let's just get going here. I think we're going to do that low and with the fungus blocks. And, well, maybe, I don't know. Basically, I think we're going to do something below to mark out the river that's not the brick yet. We'll put the brick above it on the floor of the kind of chamber area or the river, whatever. But because we're going to, my goal now is to drop the drowned into a stream of water and bring them all to us. I think we can manage that. But because that's the goal, we're going to want doubly deep bottom anyway, right? Because we don't want drips just hanging down. We may never see them. We may never be down at the ground level on that build. I don't know, but I'd prefer not to have to deal with it. But unlike the darker spawner that just kind of formed in my head and worked out pretty well, I thought, as far as a pattern and everything, this one I don't yet have a real good feel for. I love the colors that we have. I love what we've potentially got coming up, but I don't know exactly how I think that's gonna play out in my mind yet, which is kind of part of the fun, right? It's fun to figure that out. So here's what we've got. One of these had a bunch of chests, right? I so hope I didn't get rid of the chests. Please don't say that you got rid of the chests. There's the chests. Alright, so let's put double chest there. Couple there. We'll have this. Come on. For the logs. And we'll have the other for the fungus. Okay. We can put that away here. Just checking to make sure nothing else has surprise pieces. We have some of this as backup. Man, we are low on that diorite. And of course, we'll have glass and everything. So, get in. Just clicking away madly, trying to get those to go. All right. So one thing I want to do before we really get going here is check. Does any of this? No slabs, no stairs. Pretty much no nothing, right? Not in there. Okay, so these are what they are until further refinement. Now these, let's pull these guys out. In addition to their cool stems, will give us planks. The planks will also give us slabs or stairs. Now, we're not going to use a lot of this stuff here, but just in... I don't think we have enough to make the fence. But you can make fences as well, I believe. And they'll all be these kind of bluish colors. Then, this is the last piece. We, of course, have the... I should have gotten two of these. We got the block itself. And it can be shaved. So this is kind of our palette, guys. Maybe I should... That... That, and of course, this on the far end of the spectrum. So, I think these two are expensive, but they're a great opposite in extremes. And I think maybe... I don't know. This one has to be around the chamber and kind of the river. And let's go up here and take a look down so anybody who hasn't seen those episodes knows. So you can kind of see our shadow, and there's our scaffold coming down. And the river cuts up and around and through. So these wider areas in the river are the best places, and all of this is great, right? Are the best places to spawn drowned. These little narrow bits obviously aren't going to be as much, but that's okay. We can kind of fill the area, and I believe we can kind of rough this out so that it it has like an edge, a split, comes up here, gets all this area with just, kind of softening some of these angles, and then just has like a strip of building where it doesn't have to be cut off or not. If we fill those with water sources, there's not going to be a problem with other stuff affecting our spawn rates, if that makes sense. They those blocks, as we saw, a few of them are ocean, but most are like beach or desert. And if uh, our blocks right in front of us up here at this level, but in that shape, then go up another bunch, they are going to, you can't spawn skeletons or zombies or anything like that in water. You may get some squid or something in there. I don't know. Hasn't been a problem for me before. I don't know what, if anything, we would have to do about that. I don't know. Never really been a deal. Maybe they don't spawn above a certain level for squid. That might be the trick. But yeah, all along there we'll have loads and loads of space filled with water sources that drowned can spawn in. And my idea is to then create columns in the middle that have turtle eggs at points up and down that will pull the drowned into the middle. They'll be protected with little trapdoors, but they'll have a radius around them. The drowned will come towards them to try to attack them, fall all the way down, boom, bang, bing. They splash into a kind of little water flow around this area that will drag them to a central spot and make them easy for us to kill. So that's the plan. Let's sleep here. And just check. All right. Now, in order to make all that happen, the first thing we need to do is to translate what we've got down here to what we have going on up here. And we tried to set that up a bit here with our stone because we knew that we would a big space, and this is kind of what I'm struggling with because I don't know what our pattern wants to be yet. When we're looking up from below, sorry guys, this is a bit of a conundrum. Alright, hang on one second. Let's see if we can come back here. Be right back. Oops, sorry about that, guys. That got a little longer than I'd expected. Story behind the story. I had a second full cup of coffee all ready to go. I went to quickly switch it out because I figured we need some brain power here, and caffeine is great for brain power. Um, but I'm kind of like right back to where I was, and I'm thinking I just want to. My thought was, as I went to get my coffee, was I'm overthinking. What we want to do here is outline the river, and we know, um, you know. See, this is the part you guys never see if you watch a finished product. Oh, here's a build, blah 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 blah, or someone just copies something. When you got to figure it out on your own. So I'm overthinking it. Let's just go map the river, right? We'll cut right out and we'll just frame it out. But I don't think we want to down this low because we want to drop these drowned into our river system. And our river system, like I think I'm still, and by the way, I will try to say this in every video. The drown that I'm working off of here was largely awesomely exhibited by JonBams. That's where I saw it at least, and I think he kind of figured it out on his own, at least his system. But the concept is pretty universal. But what he called it is a lazy river system to get the moms brought together. So we'll give it a shot here. I am pretty confident, though, that we want to go higher. That's 10. I think that is good. Did that really put one? No, it's just the way the block looks. I was like, did that really just drop one down? Perfect. Okay. I think that will give us enough room. We're not trying to, like, one shot necessarily or drop and damage so much here as just use management. And we need enough so that every 8 blocks. So maybe we actually do want to go a little bit higher. Let's go 5 more. Because here's what's got to happen at the far corner there, and we can cheat all these in, right, by putting the turtle eggs in the areas where they'll drop out of the farm area. They will, we don't have to put that at the very furthest corner. It can be in a little bit. I don't know what their aggro range is to an egg, but I think it's pretty good. We'll maybe look into that before we get to all the nuts and bolts. But you like put an egg drop there. That's where your river has to start, and then water can flow 8 blocks. So it has to kind of zig its way through with a couple various drop areas for the drown to fall into it. And same goes over here. We need to have probably one centered in this area, and then bring the river and kind of drop them in, get it all to a central area where they'll come together, and we can safely eliminate them and gather up all their loots. So that's what we're working towards, and that's why I was kind of stuck here, because I'm like, well, I need to map the river, but no, we don't need the river here. We need the river up higher where we're actually going to be generating and dropping them. And based on where we make those chutes, we'll then bring back all the other stuff. I don't know, whatever I mean. So with that being said, let's map the river in the bricks. These can go away. I don't know that we'll need this, but we might as well put it down there. Actually, these were supposed to be the chests. We're so full here. All right. Okay, I think that will be plenty of room. So now we get to go back to the F3. Boom, boom. There. Oh, 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 oh. And desert. Now this is where it gets slow and annoying. River, desert, 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 river. Desert. Check them all. River. Beach. You guys thought I was joking when I said we were going to have to redo all this all over again. And honestly, why? I mean, I guess it's to kind of give us an outline, but it was probably a pretty big waste of time to do the outline down below. That's a stupid spot of beach. But it did, as I said at the time, it was kind of necessary for figuring out this platform. Oh, that coffee is so much hotter than the old coffee. Good. I assume all this was river. And we are just going to fill in here, which is nice, but there's no beaten beach, 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 river, river, beach, 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 river. beach. It's gonna be a river. Beach. Oh. Oh, that's right. River, beach. Beach. River. Beach. River. Beach. River. You guys wanted to hear me say beach river all day, right? Beach river. Make sure I didn't miss any there. River. River. We'll go back and do that if there's more. This is a good run. Beach. Beach, 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 beach. River. Oh. River. River. Alright. Well, what is the root crazy thing there? Game render update display? Is that new stuff? I don't know what I know what I'm doing. Targeted fluid empty sound FPS update. Well, whatever that is. Awesome. New to me. I don't know the pie chart. Beach, 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 river. Beach, 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 river, beach, river, beach. Some of this, I think, should be familiar from where we were. I think we're on that. Maybe straight stretch to the edge now. Beach. River, beach. Beach. Okay, I think that's that little knob. It looks so far behind us or in front of us out there, but I think we just did that little blurb there. So now we're going to come out. River, 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 river. I'm hoping this is the way it goes. Because now we should have beach, 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 beach. Good. Then we know here is river, 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 ocean. I think there was one in between. Yeah. This looks like a zigzag. That's ocean. One more zigzag, I think. Yeah. And zigzag, zigzag here. Ocean. Ocean. Beach. River. There. Sometimes you get a little too caught up. I'm like busy looking down below, and it's like, just look at the name of the thing. Oh, and now we don't have it really mapped out at all. We just kind of trusted on the river. A little sanity break. Make some progress here. Give the pinky a break. Now, there may be some random non-river blocks in the middle here. I'm not even looking at this point. I'm just placing away. And the same may go for these edges. You guys will see once we get all this mapped out, we'll start modifying the edges, maybe knocking off a block, expanding out a little bit, just trying to make them more continuous and not just be all over the place. And that's kind of what's slowing me down, making me discombobulated in terms of like colors and what we want to do down below. When you don't even know what the shape is, like the darkroom spawner is easy because it's a cube, so you have flat surfaces that you can use for decoration, and it just goes kind of right. Alright, so now we're over to the far side. So like here, we may just abandon those couple, fill out a couple of these a little bit more. We'll see how we want to do it, but to make at least the outside, we may make this next outer row solid, and then kind of do expand out to the outside and just put water in the river blocks. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we gotta start somewhere. All right, river, beach, river, beach, river, river, beach, beach. All right, let's fill in these little bits. On our bed, I get more coffee. Woo! See, that was the problem with gathering in the Nether. No coffee, no sleep. Speaking of nether and gathering and all that. We are at 41 minutes. Don't want to lose track. All right. Okay. All right. Desert river. River. Desert. Desert. River. River. Desert. Desert. What a dumb little spot of desert that is. River. River. Ooh, now we got cruising now. Oh no. Okay. I don't know why I stopped crouching because I had been. That was just random. Can happen. That's why we have a totem. Also, that's why when I build the darkroom spawner, which I always do before I have totem, that's early game build stuff. I do that over water. There's the little tiny base where our elevators and stuff go up, or scaffold, or whatever level we're at. But yeah, after that, if you fall, at least you likely are going to be okay. In theory, you should always, if you fall into a block's worth of water from any height, it should stop the fall damage. You should be fine. Crazy stuff happens in Minecraft, though. And when it's hardcore, there's no like, oh, I didn't mean for that to happen, so can I have a do-over? Nah, you're done. It is a good thing about working over a river, though. At least we have a little bit of a shot. All right, why don't we fill in this area, huh? Now that I don't trust my crouch anymore. We were cruising too. I was like, oh, all right, desert, river, desert, desert. It was a pretty good method, and I think if we can get these long straight shots on the edges and then just kind of expand out, maybe our best bet. So like here, we got desert, desert, and then we can just go across here. So I think we have one more there, and then desert, 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 Desert. Alright, so that's all done. I'm going to pretend to know where we're going, but river, desert. Okay. Oh. Nope. Did it again. A little wasteful, but time-wise, I think it'll help. Desert. That worked pretty well. Big old box of goodness. Ah, less goodness. Whew, getting there. So I think we found a better technique. Instead of trying to go at the edge, just try to go long. And then once you have the... Ah! This is back to slow again. So let's try... It's like the old typewriter, like sliding back out on the carriage return. These are all good, right? Boom, 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 boom. Fill in this little hole before we fall through it. That's kind of wild. That's a very hard angle of desert versus river. Desert. Little knobby here. Another good run. Oop, one too many. It's hard to stop once you get going. Oh, we're getting night-ish here. And before we sleep, let's check time. 51. We can maybe get this done. Maybe. Wasting my time, guys. We'll assume all those were safe. I really have no idea, but I didn't feel like wasting that much time. So what I did plan to do was come out here and go this way now. Desert, river. Come on. River. Nope. Shoot. Alright. That's not going to work. Now maybe we're up on the... No! What are you doing to me? Game? Making me look bad here. Desert. This one's river, right? So now what does that match up to? Nothing. Where am I on this little... I don't know. I'm so... Desert. Desert. River. Desert. River. Desert. Ooh. Beach. Desert. Again, just kind of assuming at this point I'm hardly even looking. When I'm on the edges, I'm kind of, oh, did you see me just hop up there? That wasn't me moving my shift at all. That was just badness. All kinds of badness. All right, so this now... I guess we're still in this little section. Let's look. Beach. Desert. this is river, desert. Do we think we're down there? And then this is just the beginning of that edge? Could be. Let's see if this... We got river. Oh, too many. Beach. That would seem to be... Oh, too many again. Okay, so I think that at least makes it make sense where we are. We just came down to this narrow little gap. So before we deal with that, let's try to come back this way. No, but... Beach, river, beach. Beach. And that was the little donkly thing, so we should have a couple here. There. Ocean. Hey, these are the dongly things. Beach, 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 river. Beach. River. Beach, 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 beach. That's sort of like what it looks like down there. Alright, but we got another hole to fill in here. Okay, that's coming back over this way. We think we're still down here, which means that, yeah, like this and this. Let's go. But this is gonna maybe be a straight run. Oh. And then here, wherever it is. Well, you guys can really tell if you're looking at the biome name and the whether or not I'm placing the blocks, you can totally tell if I get caught trying to look down below. Because I'll overshoot whatever I'm trying to target. And there was a little inset. So I think we're going to have one more stretch maybe of river stuff. Oh. Okay, so I can't see it anymore. So we should be right about at that corner, I think. Because then that all becomes this little diagonal. We've already got that done. It's coming, guys. I don't know, but we may keep things a bit long here and just try to knock this out. Oh. Okay, we got one. That's still desert. And also, what? How is it night again? Did I not sleep? We didn't do that much in this one, did we? Maybe we did. Why did I leave a big hole there? Kind of showed up a lot more with this hole. All right, this is all a river. Anything else completely forgotten? All right. Desert, desert, desert. Just a little bit of double checking here, guys. Okay. Beach. Oh, oh. No. All right, that one's good. This one needs to go, but then this one is desert. Try not to stand on it. Desert. That one was my finger kind of lifting a little bit when you saw me start to uncrouch. Not blaming the game on that one. No. Why was it? Maybe it was. Never mind. Beach. And I don't know how we got off the edge there, but that slows us down. Look at that, though. River in the sky. And like I said, I don't think the structure will be quite as amorphous. Certainly not the river underneath it, but I think we'll, kind of make a decorative outer casing that won't just be all the stone brick. The interior part, so one outside of everything that we're going to map out, has to be stone brick, right? And that will obviously keep it dark, keep it unbreakable, all that good stuff. But I kind of feel like that fall is going to keep us from getting this all done in this episode. That's too bad. Let's check the time. Yeah, we're already at an hour 8. So apologies for the long episode. I really wanted to knock all that out in one big shot. But, hey, sometimes projects are bigger than a single episode. So we'll come back. We'll finish up our mapping. And I don't know. I don't know if we do the bottom then, or if we work on the top more, kind of try to figure out where our drops will be. We'll see. We'll figure it all out. Lots of stuff to do. But for now, I'm going to save and quit. I'm going to wish you guys the rest of a wonderful and awesome Saturday. This will be it for me. But I will be back again tomorrow at some point with some more work on this project. So, and maybe tool repair. Yeah. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves and one another. And we will see you back here for the very next one. Likes and comments if you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye now.